Okay. You may
Alright,
start
sir.
now.
Alright. Good evening, sir. My name is Ahmad Kasmi Kail bin Ahmad Ramzi, and we are from Group 2. So basically, this is our group member. We have me, which is Kalis, and then we have Daniel, and then we have Ting Xiong. Okay, so basically, for our objective is this project is to develop a secure and user-friendly student enrollment system that enables students to register and enroll in academic courses offered by university. The application will allow students to view available courses, register for selected courses, and manage their enrollment. While admin user will have the ability to manage course listing, view student enrollments, and maintain user record. And then this project aims to create a functional web application using SQL as the back-end database system, ensure data secure, and implement role-based access control, SQL injection prevention, and data encryption. Next, I will pass to my other groupmates.
So hello sir, my name is Muhammad Daniel Sharif. Okay, so for the application features, for our student enrollment system, we have for the student sites and admin sites. For the student features, we have register and login, available course, enroll in courses, and view enroll courses and update profile. For the admin features, we have login to admin panel, add, update, and delete, course offering, view and manage student enrollments, and manage student user accounts. Yeah, for the hardware and software to develop the application that we have made. For the language, we have to use the PHP because it works with the MySQL. For the database, we are using MS SQL because MS SQL has all the security features that are needed for our assignment. For the server, we are using a XAMPP, and for the OS is Windows. For the PDPA 2010 compliance, for admin, data user plus processor, manage data and ensure compliance. For student is data subject, right to the access and correct their data. For the developer is data processor, implement security controls. Next, for data lifecycle compliance, we have collection, storage, processing, retention, and deletion. For the PDPA, for collection is notice and concern. For storage is security principle. For processing is disclosure limitation. For retention is retention principle. And deletion is for access principle. For the oversight, collection is from admin, storage is from developer, processing is from admin, retention is from admin, and deletion is from admin. Next. Okay, for the security
Okay.
measure, I think this is to Ting Xiong.
Okay. Thank you, Mohammed. So for the security measure, we include four parts of uh, security measures that includes SQL injection prevention, password hashing, session authentication, and also error handling. So for the threat modeling uh, within the strike coverage, we took 6 categories of threats, which are the spoofing. For the example, like the fake logins, we mitigate it using the two-factor authentication for the admin panels. And for the second category, it will be the tampering, which results in the grade modifications. We use the database transaction logs in order to mitigate the tampering. And for the repudiation, admin were used to deny the deleting cost. In order to mitigate it, we use the audit logs with the user and also the IP tracking. but it was not implemented. And also for the information disclosure, this usually results in SQL injection, which exposes the student's information for the attacker. In order to mitigate this, we parameterize the queries and develop the encryption on the SQL in order to protect the student. But this was also not resulted in our project. For the DOS, where the attacker used to flood the login page with the request, we mitigate this category of threat by limiting the rate of periods. For the next one will be the elevation. Student used to access the admin routes, but it can be controlled using role-based access control. So for the next one, it will be further discussion of our user authentication within the login system. So what it does is that it ensures only registered users, for example, like students and admin, can access the system using valid credentials. And it also uses PHP sessions to keep the users from logging in securely inside the website. So why is it very important? Because it prevents unauthorized access to sensitive pages or data. For the second, it will be the role-based access control, or RBAC. So what it does in here is to distinguish between admin and student roles, which is used on the login page for the admin, and also the student for the to check the user's role before granting the access. So why is it important in this RBAC? Is to ensure that the student cannot access the admin functionality and vice versa. The next one will be the session management. What it does is that it was used to maintain the user session by using the PHP built-in session variables. So inside our PHP files, it was used to check the user ID and also the roles within the student and the admins in order to control the page access. So why is it very important is that it was used to prevent unauthorized access after logins, and it helps in session controls, for example, like logout and role specific access. The next one will be the input validation. So what it does is that basic input handling are used to be done in forms, for example, like logins of the login page and also the course entry. So why is it very important is that it prevents attack like SQL injection and ensures that the user input is expected and safe. And for the next one will be the database connection in separated file. For example, the database.php. So what it does is that it centralizes the database connection logic into a single file, which is used to reduce duplication and helps to manage the credentials securely and simplifies the maintenance throughout the project. Then the final one will be the access control logic. And what it means that it was used to check the access that is placed inside the folders and to be used to protect the pages. Why is it very important is that it provides a centralized way to ensure only logged in users access certain pages, enhancing the security. That's all. Thank you for your attention, sir.